Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Honestly, I am so fired up for this one.
Oh, me too. And right off the bat, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession.
Yeah, you really do not want to miss the breakdowns we've got coming up.
Exactly, because today we are looking at the absolutely electrifying World Rugby rankings heading into this massive Super Saturday of matches.
It is going to be wild.
It really is. We're pulling our insights today from this incredibly detailed Planet Rugby breakdown of the global ranking permutations, and this is as of March 2026.
Right, the math right now is just staggering.
It is. And so our mission for you today is to basically decode this mathematical mayhem of the current standings. We want to figure out exactly what needs to happen for these teams to either claim, historic highs or suffer just devastating falls this weekend.
And, I mean, as a fan of the sport, it is just a brilliant time to be watching.
Completely agree. The sheer competitiveness across the globe right now is something we should be loudly celebrating.
Oh, absolutely. When you look at the raw data from World Rugby, you quickly realize that Super Saturday, it isn't just about the immediate glory of lifting a trophy.
Right.
It's this high-stakes mathematical chess match. Like every single point differential, every penalty kick, it actively ripples through the entire global ranking system.
But, okay, before we get into the absolute chaos happening in the middle of the pack, we do need to establish the top of the mountain.
Yeah, the heavyweights.
Right, because no matter what happens this weekend, South Africa and New Zealand are mathematically untouchable.
Untouchable.
South Africa is sitting in first place with 93.94 points, and New Zealand is in second with 90.33.
Which is just an absurd amount of points, by the way.
It's crazy. I like to think of South Africa and New Zealand as like these VIPs chilling in a heavily guarded penthouse suite.
There's exactly what it is.
Right. They're up there peacefully sipping champagne, just watching this absolute barroom brawl break out on the floors below over who gets to claim the number 3 spot.
That is a perfect analogy, because the multi-team battle for third place is where the real drama is.
For sure.
It's essentially the crown for the top-ranked Northern Hemisphere team, and you've got Ireland, France, and England all contesting it.
And zooming in on that specific brawl for bronze, we really have to look at England.
Oh, England. Yeah.
Because they are the team with just the most dramatic potential swing in the rankings right now. They are on a violent roller coaster.
They really are. I mean, the contrast from where England was just a short time ago, it's staggering.
Right, because they ended 2025 in third place, didn't they?
Exactly. They were riding this 12-match winning streak, looking totally dominant, but they have plummeted down to 6th after a hat-trick of 6 nations defeats.
Wow.
Yeah, their rating bled out.
Yeah.
And to magically reclaim that third-place spot, they need a massive mathematical perfect storm.
Right. The permutations for this are insane. They must beat France in Paris by more than 15 points, and Scotland must beat Ireland in Dublin by more than 15 points.
Both have to happen.
But wait, let me jump in here and push back a bit. Is this scenario just mathematical fantasy? I mean, needing 2 massive, greater than 15-point upsets, both away from home, that feels like sitting at a poker table and needing a royal flush just to win the hand.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It is highly, highly improbable. But that 15-point threshold isn't just a random number.
Right. Tell us about the multiplier.
So whenever a team wins by more than 15 points, the World Rugby algorithm takes the standard points exchanged and multiplies it by 1.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's designed to reward sheer dominance over just scraping by. But even without that royal flush, even a normal win in Paris guarantees England will leapfrog both Argentina and France.
Okay, so just surviving Paris is still a massive deal.
Absolutely.
Hey, real quick, if you are enjoying this breakdown, make sure to subscribe to Rugby Obsession. And actually, I want to ask you, the listener, for your thoughts. Do you think England can actually pull off this miracle in Paris? Let us know what you think. Drop it in the comments.
I'll definitely be reading those because it's such a wild scenario.
It is. But, okay, since England's fate completely relies on Scotland pulling off a miracle in Dublin, we naturally have to pivot to that massive Ireland versus Scotland clash.
We do. And Ireland, currently sitting in third, is in the pole position.
Right.
All they have to do to keep that third spot is just avoid defeat against Scotland at the Aviva Stadium.
Which is basically a fortress for them.
It is a fortress. History is heavily on Ireland's side. Andy Farrell's men are on an 11-game winning run against Scotland.
That's incredible.
You literally have to go back to 2017, a loss at Murrayfield, to find the last time Scotland beat them.
Okay, but again, I'm going to challenge you here. Even though the math and the history heavily favor Ireland, doesn't all the psychological pressure sit entirely on their shoulders?
Oh, definitely.
Because if Scotland manages that greater than 15-point win, they rocket up to fifth in the world, which would equal their all-time highest ranking. Doesn't playing for an all-time historic high give Scotland this really dangerous, like, nothing to lose energy?
It 100% does. And that is exactly what makes this sport so brilliant. The math expects Ireland to win, but Scotland is staring at a chance to rewrite their own history books.
Yeah.
That nothing to lose energy makes them the most dangerous kind of opponent.
It really does. But, the drama isn't just at the top of the table.
Not at all.
We have to move down the rankings because we are seeing historic upsets completely rewriting the bottom half of the top 15.
Oh, the shifting tectonic plates.
Exactly. I mean, I was looking at this, and this isn't just a standard rankings update. It's a tectonic shift in the sport. Teams like Italy and Georgia aren't just happy to participate anymore.
No, they are actively dismantling the old rugby hierarchy.
Yes. Talk about Italy.
Okay, so Italy is in 10th right now.
Yeah.
And they are riding high off that famous first ever victory over England.
What a moment that was.
Unbelievable. And if they beat Wales by any margin this weekend, they jump past Australia and Fiji to claim 8th place in the world.
8th place.
Yeah.
That is huge for them.
It's monumental. But then, on the other side of that match, Wales is staring down an absolute nightmare.
Oh, man. Yeah.
They are facing a third straight Six Nations campaign without a single win. And if they lose to Italy, they could drop down to 13th in the world.
Dropping to 13th is just...
Yeah.
It's a disaster for a traditional powerhouse like Wales.
It really is.
And it gets worse for them because of what's happening over in the Rugby Europe Championship, right?
Yes, the REC.
Yeah.
Georgia's currently sitting there, just waiting. If Georgia wins big against Portugal, triggering that 1.5 multiplier we talked about, and Wales loses, Georgia could equal their all-time high of 11th in the world, actively pushing Wales further down the ladder.
Wow. But Georgia doesn't have an easy game either because Portugal has their own Cinderella story going on.
Exactly. If Portugal beats Georgia, which, by the way, is something no team has done in the REC since Romania did it back in 2017.
Right.
If Portugal pulls that off, they jump up to 14th in the world.
This is just madness. It's a complete reshaping of the global game.
It really is.
So let's summarize this for everyone listening. When we step back, Super Saturday isn't just about the trophies, right? It's about this intense psychological warfare of the World Rugby rankings.
That's the perfect way to put it.
And why should you care? Because these rankings dictate future World Cup seedings.
They dictate survival.
Yes. They represent the shifting balance of global rugby power.
Exactly. If you drop in the rankings, you get a terrible World Cup draw.
Yeah.
And that can set your whole program back a decade.
Which leaves us with this final kind of provocative thought to ponder.
Let's hear it.
If nations like Italy, Georgia, and Portugal are hitting these historic highs, while traditional powerhouses like Wales and England are really stumbling, are we witnessing the permanent end of the traditional Tier 1 rugby cartel?
Oh, that is $1 million question.
Right. Like, has the gate finally been busted open?
I think the math says yes. The algorithm doesn't care about your history.
It really doesn't. Well, it is going to be an unforgettable weekend. So make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession. Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive, and we'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.